Welcome back, everybody. Today we got another Kevin Samuels classic. And trust me, this one goes left fast.
Hello.
Hello?
How do you pronounce your name? Shanita.
Yes.
Shantia.
Yes.
How do you pronounce your name, ma'am?
Oh, Shanita.
Okay. Let me make sure I have this on. So what did I have? What did I get wrong here?
Well, no, I think you have it perfectly right. And I feel that more women should listen to you.
Well, I mean, you about to cause a riot up in here. They're going to think I paid you for that. How old are you?
43.
Have you ever been married?
No.
Why?
Just poor choices and a lot of childhood trauma.
Okay.
Never dealt with it probably too late.
What do you mean childhood trauma? You don't have to go into it, but have you gone to get therapy or counseling?
Yeah, I did, but I just feel that I got it like too late.
What do you mean? When did you go get it?
In my 30s.
Okay. Are you actively dating?
No.
Okay. Why?
Well, I'm a mother of two.
Okay.
And I just, when I had children, I just decided that I would just devote my life to them because I just felt like they were first.
Let's talk about that. That makes children miserable because mothers rest all their hopes and dreams and everything else on their kids because mama got no life. And then kids feel guilty about leaving mama because mama got no life. How old is your oldest?
So my oldest is 12 and my youngest is 11.
Are they boys or girls?
Both.
Which is the oldest?
The boy.
Where's his dad?
He's active. He gives money. He sees them.
But as the boy, and he has a younger daughter, right? A younger sister.
Yes.
He is going to it is in his genetic makeup to try to step up to do things he shouldn't be doing. He's going to try to work before he should be. He's going to likely grow up too soon, try to take on responsibilities he shouldn't, try to be a husband to you, a father to his sister, and robbing him of his childhood. That may not be your intention, but that's how this plays out. Boys tend to not want to leave their mother. When's the last time you had a man?
I haven't dated.
Okay. You had some babies, so you had to have had a man sometime.
Oh, right. Yeah. So me and their father, we lived together for several years.
Mm-hmm.
And we were going to get married, but he was playing around and
What
just
do you mean he's playing around?
Cheating.
Okay.
And it just kept happening. Like I,
Right.
kept forgiving, and it just kept happening, and
Okay.
I just was ready just to let it go. So I got out of the situation.
Okay. Well, I don't want to go all into that, but see, when I hear that, there's always three sides to the story: your side, his side, and the truth. And but what I'm still hearing is you've got the therapy, but there's no progress. Therapy is supposed to have progress, meaning there should be a man in your life. You shouldn't just quit and say, "Well, I'm gonna just raise my kids." Because if the father's involved in the kid's life, is he married?
No.
What's he doing?
I mean, he has girlfriends at times, but no, he's not married.
All right. See,
and he's even expressed like he wanted to be back with me, but
then
it's
you
just
then you better go. I'm gonna be honest. Who's the mother? Who's the father of your daughter?
oh, they are the same father.
Then you better go. See, okay. Let me not talk to you directly because this is too much. See, women like you who had a man who cheated on him. He made a lot of mistakes. Okay, but if you express wanting to get back, you're not doing anything anyway, and you have no plans of doing anything. And if you've gotten to therapy, uh, it's like black women would rather just struggle. It's easier to have a man in the house. It's easier to pay bills with a man in the house. It's easier to live with a man in the house. But so many of our sisters have become so accustomed to living dysfunctional, unattached, and you see it everywhere you look. Because all black 80%, 3 out of 4 black women are unmarried. But I'm talking about your son and how he's gonna grow up trying to take on roles. And yeah, man, at 43 years old, you've completely cut off romance and relationship. And how long has
Yes,
that been there?
at least like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. Okay. That's not healthy, man. It's not healthy. I mean,
It's really interesting. Like I remember when I was becoming a mother, my grandmother, she sat me down and she, being a Great Depression baby herself, she just was like, "Oh, like your life is over, so you just need to make it about your kids." And then I just would think back like when I was a kid, and like watching my mom date different people. It made me feel bad, and I just was
what
like,
do you
I
mean
never want
you
to.
watch your mom date? So your grandmother had no man and your mama had no man.
Exactly. So it's a
Then you
lot
need
of
to break
just
the cycle.
right, yeah. That's interesting. But I just don't want my kids feeling funny,
What do you mean?
with
Okay,
another guy.
okay. I see you, Gabrielle. I want to talk. What do you mean feeling funny?
Mm, just the things that
Kids
come
want
in
their mama.
relationship.
Okay, kids want their mother happy. You're not happy. How tall are you?
5'1".
Dress size.
I'm overweight.
Exactly,
It's
man. Prototypical. Overweight or obese?
overweight.
How much do you weigh?
150.
That's obese. That's obese for 5'1". Over 30% BMI is obese. 5'1", no man, obese. I don't hear any happy, any joy in your life. I probably the last time you probably had a real good cleansing laugh. See, and kids look at your mama, they look at mama, and every day they see mama just there. Yes, kids would rather mama be with daddy. That's what every kid wants. But kids are much rather to see their mother happy. You've got some bad information from some women who didn't know what the hell they were talking about.
And that's why I called in, because you know, when you're saying like, why are black women miserable? I think it's because we make each other miserable, and particularly the elderly black women.
Right? But here's the thing. You're an elder black woman.
Hmm.
You're 43, right?
Right.
Okay, you're an elder black woman. You're an elder black woman. You should be giving the black women 16 and 17 advice, not still looking for it. See, you've already identified the issues, the childhood traumas, but but what I'm not hearing is you've done something actively, you've resolved them, and you've moved forward.
Right. Well, my thing is, because it's like I get into it turns into arguments. Like when I
With
I consider myself more of a progressive thinker.
arguments with whom?
The women in my
Fuck
family,
them.
like if my mother,
Fuck them.
you know,
I mean, seriously,
uh
man, no offense, man, but screw them. I'm not trying to be rude,
right,
but you have to learn. Look, the women in your family seem to be dysfunctional and are toxic.
very, very,
All right, but
yeah,
but I blame you. It's your responsibility. You have a greater responsibility to your life and your children than those grown women. It is your excuse. You've diagnosed the issue. You've done something about it. You just have not done what it takes to live a successful or uh, fulfilling life, and that's a shame.
Gentlemen, Kevin Samuels is dealing with a situation here that goes much deeper than simply finding a man. She's 43 years old, has 2 children, and hasn't been in a relationship for about 5 years. And when Kevin starts asking about the relationship examples she's had around her, the picture gets interesting. Her mother didn't have a husband. Her grandmother didn't have a husband. And the same pattern apparently continues through the family. So Kevin asks the obvious question. If the women in your family haven't been able to show you how to build the marriage you say you want, why would you automatically follow their relationship advice? And that's not an attack on her family. It's a lesson about patterns. Sometimes the people who love us can give us advice based on what they've experienced, but what they've experienced isn't necessarily what we want for ourselves. If your goal is marriage, you have to be willing to learn from people who have actually built the type of relationship you're trying to create. Kevin's bigger concern is what happens if the pattern continues. Because she's not the only person affected by her decisions. She has children watching her. And if the family structure continues to place adult responsibilities on the children, the next generation can end up carrying burdens they shouldn't have to carry. Kevin's warning about her son isn't that he's destined to fail. It's that parents have a responsibility to create stability rather than allowing children to become responsible for fixing the family's problems. That's why Kevin tells her that she may have to be the person who breaks the pattern. Somebody has to be first. Somebody has to say, this is where the cycle ends. And gentlemen, there's a powerful lesson here. You don't have to repeat the relationship patterns you inherited. If you grew up around divorce, dysfunction, unstable relationships, or people who never married, you can still learn what healthy relationships require. But you have to be intentional. You have to seek better examples. You have to become willing to hear uncomfortable feedback. And most importantly, you have to stop treating your family history like a permanent destiny. Kevin's message was essentially this: don't just complain about the pattern, become the person who changes it. Because if you want a different future for yourself and your children, somebody has to make different decisions. And maybe that person has to be you. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and tell me in the comments, do you think people should actively break unhealthy relationship patterns passed down through their families?